Okay, so let's take you through some movements for your upper back, upper spine, chest, rhomboid area. These stretches and movements are really good to do if you've been sitting a lot, especially at work, maybe you've been on the computer and you're just feeling a bit of tightness through the chest and stiffness through the upper back. So we're going to come down onto the floor and find a comfortable position on your back with your knees bent. And just as a preparatory movement, you can take a deep breath in and exhale. And just notice the movement of your rib cage. Notice the movement of your chest. And try to expand your lower ribs into the floor as you breathe. So we take a deep breath in and out. Now open your arms up to a T. And then you're going to let your fingers drift across your chest. Allow your knees to fall to the side. And we're going to reach the fingers all the way. So I'm getting just a gentle opening and stretch through the back. And come back onto your back. And same thing again. Notice if you're hanging on to any unnecessary tension in your neck and just let it go. So you could do that a few times. Or we can just go into the next movement. So starting like this on your side, knees are bent at a 45-degree angle, arms are reaching in front, keeping the neck long, shoulders down, a gentle engagement through those abdominals, nice long spine, feel your sit bones going away. You're going to reach your top arm forward, just like you're tracing a clock. You're going to walk your fingers up towards where number 1 on the clock would be. And then if you can go further, we continue all the way to 12. Now only go past 12 if you're feeling no pain in your shoulder. And in 12, we might start to feel a nice lengthening through our side body. This is very important. So let's take a nice deep breath into our side ribs and exhale. And if it's available to you, you can keep reaching. And notice how I'm allowing my head to turn and I'm trying to look towards my fingers as I go all the way to 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. And then you'll retrace your steps coming back, looking towards your fingers to 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And you can do this a few times, taking a deep breath in, feeling that nice stretch along the side ribs, and exhale. Now only go as far as this feels good. If you have any pain at all, stop. This should be a nice movement as well as a stretch. So never sacrifice range for discomfort. Nice, then we can roll to the other side, doing the same thing again. So on this side, I'm going to demonstrate what it might look like for someone who's a little bit tighter in the shoulders. So we take a deep breath in and out. Maybe around here, I'm starting to feel a little bit of pinching in the top of my shoulder. I'm just going to stop here then, but I'm going to keep thinking about lengthening through my ribs and lengthening through my arms, and then I'll come back. And then I'll do that again. Deep breath in and out. And each time, oh look, maybe I can go a little bit further. Try to keep your fingertips on the floor the whole time, relaxing into the neck, keeping length in your spine. Oh, and look at that. 3rd time's a charm. I went all the way to 3 o'clock. And come on back. Nice. Okay, so for the next part, we're going to do another great little move. So you're going to start in somewhat like a child's pose position, but you're going to come up a little bit higher. So here I've got my toes together and my knees apart. So I've got a nice like sort of wide stance. You're going to try to keep your bum down towards your heels. They might lift up a little bit, but try not to lift your booty up too much. So keeping the shoulders drop, the neck long. I take a deep breath in. And you're going to thread the needle. So reaching that arm through just as far as it will go and and coming up. And again, taking a deep breath in to expand the ribs. And then exhale as we move through, thinking about fanning and opening the back ribs as you go into this movement. Maybe you can go a little bit lower. Maybe we could even turn our head up to the ceiling. Oh yeah, that's nice. And then if you want, you can even add a big reach up to the sky and threading the needle through. Reach up to the sky, inhale, and exhale, thread the needle. And we'll do that on the other side. Now, whenever we do things on both sides, always take note of how those sides might feel a little bit different. It's totally okay for your body to feel different on one side than the other side. It's not a bad thing. You just observe, but don't judge. So maybe if one side's feeling a little bit stickier, just do a few more reps on that side, or maybe take a bit more time. Breathe a bit deeper on that side, and you'll find you might start to even out a bit. And then to finish, just roll your shoulders a few times, and then always finish with standing up tall, shaking it out, and just feeling that nice new mobility you now have in your upper spine.